In India, the Ganges is more than a river. She is a mother, a goddess, and a lifeline. Revered by millions, she flows through the heart of India, nourishing fields, inspiring devotion, and connecting mountains to the sea. Her banks are alive with faith, rituals, and the stories of countless lives. Join me as we journey along Mother Ganga, the soul of India. Our journey begins high in the Himalayas, where the Ganges is born as a small, determined stream at Gaumukh, the cow's mouth of the Gangotri Glacier. The icy water here is the Ganges in her purest form, known as the Bhagirathi. Pilgrims trek through breathtaking landscapes to collect this holy water, believing in its immense spiritual power. I met a family who had traveled for days, their joy and exhaustion mingling as they filled a copper pot with the freezing water. As the Bhagirathi tumbles down steep valleys, it carves through rock and stone, echoing through the canyons. Life here is simple and deeply connected to the mountains and the river. People respect the power of the river and the harshness of the land, living in tune with nature's rhythms. Further downstream, at Devprayag, the Bhagirathi meets the Alaknanda in a swirling dance. Here, the river is officially named the Ganges, a sacred union watched over by hillside temples. The river gathers strength, preparing for her long journey across India's vast plains. The air is filled with temple bells and prayers, a fitting farewell as she leaves her mountain home. The adventure of the Ganges has just begun. As the Ganges enters the plains, she greets Rishikesh and Haridwar, twin centers of spirituality. In Rishikesh, the river is swift and green, flanked by forested hills and dotted with ashrams and yoga schools. People from around the world come here seeking peace and a deeper connection with themselves. At sunrise, yoga practitioners line the sandy banks, their movements mirroring the gentle flow of the river. The famous suspension bridges sway with the rhythm of daily life. Downstream in Haridwar, the energy intensifies. Pilgrims throng the Ghats, believing a dip here washes away sins. The evening Ganga Aarti is a spectacle of light and devotion, as priests offer flames to the river goddess. Thousands line the banks, sending leaf boats with flowers and candles drifting downstream. The sight of countless tiny lights floating on the dark water is unforgettable. Here, the sacred and the everyday blend in a powerful expression of faith. The Ganges continues, carrying prayers and hopes with her. The journey moves ever onward. The Ganges widens as she crosses the northern plains, arriving at Prayagraj, where she meets the Yamuna and the mythical Saraswati at the Triveni Sangam. This confluence is one of India's holiest places, where distinct river colors merge in a sacred dance. Pilgrims from across the country come to bathe at this junction, seeking spiritual renewal. Boats ferry families to the Sangam, where rituals and prayers fill the air. Every 12 years, the Kumbh Mela transforms the city into a sea of humanity, the largest religious gathering on earth. Even in quieter times, the spiritual energy is palpable. I met an elderly man who returns every year, finding renewal in these waters. The city's life revolves around the river. The boatmen, priests, and vendors all depend on her. For them, the Ganges is both goddess and provider. Swollen with the Yamuna's waters, the Ganges flows on, ever more revered, toward her most sacred destination, Varanasi. The river's journey is far from over. Varanasi, Kashi, the city of light, is one of the world's oldest living cities, and at its heart flows the Ganges. Here, the river curves northward, an auspicious sign for Hindus seeking moksha, or liberation. The city's labyrinthine alleys lead to over 80 ghats, each with its own story. Some ghats are for bathing, others for prayer, and some, like Manikarnika, are for cremation, where funeral pyres burn day and night. Life and death coexist openly, with a profound sense of peace. At dawn, A boat ride reveals the city awakening. Holy men meditating, children playing, families performing rituals. The air is alive with incense, bells, and voices. I sat on Dashashwamed Ghat, watching the timeless play of life unfold. Each evening, the Ganga Aarti transforms the riverfront into a symphony of fire, sound, and faith. Priests in saffron robes wave brass lamps in unison, drawing crowds of locals and travelers. As the ceremony ends, peace descends, and the Ganges flows on, carrying the city's prayers into the night. Here, the river is both witness and participant in the eternal dance of life and death. The journey continues downstream. Leaving Varanasi, the Ganges grows wider, nourishing the fertile plains of Bihar and passing historic Patna. Here, the river is a lifeline for millions of farmers, sustaining crops and daily life. As she nears West Bengal, the landscape shifts. The river slows, branching into the vast Ganges Delta. Near Farakka, the river divides. The Hooghly flows through Kolkata, while the Padma enters Bangladesh. I followed the Hooghly, where the river feels tropical, lined with palm trees and fishing villages. In Kolkata, the Hooghly is a bustling artery, alive with ferries, cargo ships, and daily rituals. The iconic Howrah Bridge spans the river, a symbol of the city's enduring connection to the Ganges. Along the banks, people bathe, fish, and offer prayers, their lives still intertwined with the river. Finally, at Ganga Sagar, the river meets the Bay of Bengal, a sacred confluence and a place of pilgrimage. Here, Mother Ganga merges with the sea, her journey complete. Standing on the shore, you feel the quiet finality of this spiritual adventure. The river's story comes full circle. My journey along the Ganges was a lesson in faith, resilience, and the deep bond between people and nature. From her icy source to her union with the sea, the river is a source of life and inspiration. She is a mother, a goddess, and a lifeline for millions. The Ganges faces challenges, pollution and growing demands, but the faith of her people endures. The river's identity is shaped by the love and devotion of those who depend on her. Each face along her banks tells a story, woven into the river's grand narrative. The Ganges is not just a river, but a living character in India's story. To travel her length is to share in a collective spiritual experience that spans millennia. I hope this journey has given you a glimpse into the magic of Mother Ganga and her people. Thank you for joining me on this unforgettable adventure.